It is Sunday, 51 degrees Fahrenheit in the San Gabriel. Sometimes, especially on a Sunday or a Saturday, early in the morning, you want to go to a restaurant, but you decide that, you know what, I have to come down to reality and enjoy myself in a small way. Might spend about the same amount of money. That's why I got me some cheese toast. And I got me a grande iced coffee, no sugar, just cream and green tea. So I'm really doing it. And one of the other most important things for lunch, I think I did this once before. I got the traditional cornbread from Sprouts. Now, they have different prices. This one's only $2.36, but this is what I'm going to have for lunch. I'm going to have this for lunch because I got my other little drinks, mostly liquid. But this is, and it is sweet. Let's talk about Thrifties. It used to be Thrifties, now it's RiteAid. I am amazed by how many drugstores or pharmacies that were formed before it became Thrifty. Of course, they got Thrifty ice cream. That's still almost a separate issue, but still a part of the RiteAid brand. Thrifties came about because there were a whole bunch of pharmacies. Too many pharmacies that I read about. It doesn't even matter what date they were formed or when. But it seemed like there were 100 pharmacies and drugstores. And even Albertson came into the picture later on. The thing about it is, RiteAid seemed to be the biggest. And that's why I was buying all these other mom and pop drugstores, small and big, from the East Coast to the West Coast, everywhere. Thrifties was just really one pharmacy or one drugstore. They had other thrifty names that other companies had, and they had other Rex pharmacies that I probably seen but didn't know. You just walk into a drugstore because you needed some medicines. Well, anyway, it seems like when CVS, Thrifty, who was Payless, Thrifty Payless. Now, I hadn't even got into the Payless part. But when these drugstores go into problems because they're so big, they have all these other drugstores on one brand in it, and then they start losing money, or they start rebranding themselves. That's how Walgreens came about. That's why you start seeing little Walgreens pop-up stores come about, because the other stores was going out of business. The CVS's and the RiteAids, and then Walgreens came about. All because of they getting rid of leases at certain places in Walgreens. Now, I used to get Walgreens mixed up with Walmart when it first came out. I thought Walgreens and Walmart was the same thing. Found out that Walgreens is definitely a pharmaceutical or drugstore. And Walmart is a whole new different ball game. Not going to get into that one. But these drugstores, even when they're on the stock market, some of them have to drop out of the stock market, reorganize themselves, repackage themselves. I did say repackage themselves. And Albertson not only wanted to bought some of the CVS, or they were trying to go under negotiation. They probably still are going under some negotiations, because I think some of the pharmaceuticals had filed bankruptcy. I'm not sure which one, because there's just so many drugstores that it is unbelievable that they're not around anymore because of RiteAid and CVS. But I was wanting to buy some RiteAid stores too, and made that a part of their brand. Well, anyway, that's why we're in the dilemma where we're in now, where a lot of RiteAids start going under for different kinds of reasons. It doesn't have anything to do with the consumer. Not really. They never do. Anyway, let me eat some of this toast. I let it get kind of cold. Well, anyway, that's the story of that's the story of RiteAid. You just can't go into all the shenanigans and the takeover and the acquisitions, as I always say. I think that's why drugs cost so much too. It's not that the other companies make the drugs for them to sell, but because of them buying out a bunch of pharmacies and drugstores, prices go up. But they could regulate those things if they want to. But they're not doing it correctly as far as I'm concerned. I'll see you in my next video.